So when I first came to United States, I was 16 years old. It was me, my mom, and my little sister. We came from Egypt. English was not the go-to. We came in November, and the first holiday we had, it was a New Year Eve party. And I was so grateful we had a family to stay with. From there though, the beauty comes. I was having two jobs. One of them was at Marriott, which was a distribution, but I had a second job because I always wanted to make sure is financially savvy. At that time, there is Robin Leach, which it was the most amazing TV series.
Your host is Robin Leach, who circles the globe to uncover the stories America will never stop talking about.
I used to sit there and watch those movies and I go like, man, one of those days I'm gonna have one of those houses. My second job was waitressing, and a broker came and I waited on him. And he asked me if I would be interested to become a real estate agent, and he will pay for my schooling. 2 weeks after having my license, I sold my first house. I had no clue how to make an offer. I looked at an offer is already written by somebody else, and I just copy it, and that's where it went. I remember, I never forget that. I used to be with Century 21. They had a sales rally back then, and I sat next to my broker, and it was my first sales rally. And I think they made like $450,000 in gross commission. And Century 21 had at that time a Centurion system, which is you make $150,000, you consider Centurion, and you get a big old huge trophy. And I was like, is there somebody can make that kind of money? And he said, yes, and you can do it. The following year, I did it. You can do, and start with you opening your heart and opening your mind. I used to work just about 15 hours. My kids were home with the housekeeper, and I'm so grateful I had an amazing housekeeper. When the kids were a year old, Nashat's mom was alive and she was with us. So I had that support. But what really bothered is when your coworker tells you your kids is not knowing you because you're not home with them, and you go to sleep wondering, do I doing the right thing for my family? Do I doing the right thing building that financial empire? Or do I'm supposed to be home with my kids? When you are a realtor, the hours is crazy, and it's a lot of hours. You get to recognize it's not the amount of hours you spend with your kids, it's the quality times you spend with your kids. Now, because they grown, they can tell me that was the best thing. They see other country, we were on vacation, we just, every minute counted. So that's my story. Hey Troy.
How you doing, Joe?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Thank
Can't
you so
complain.
much for coming.
You're
I
very welcome.
appreciate it. I just want to make sure I have the latest and the greatest information with the loans. So as you know, first time buyers, and I just want to make sure they really, really solid. So which loan would be best for first time buyer?
There's a lot of different programs these days. There's the FHA, which is 3.5% down payment.
Okay.
You also have the FHA CalHAFA, which is a down payment assistance program.
Okay.
It also gives you closing cost assistance as well.
Okay.
The buyers come in with roughly about 1% of the
Okay.
sales price out of pocket.
Okay.
And also there's also the Home Ready, Home Possible program, which is a conventional program, with 3% down payment.
Now, with, because FHA and conventional, they're different guidelines.
Absolutely, yes.
So does it have to do as far as like there is income limitation and family size?
With FHA, there
Okay.
is no income limitations or family size.
Okay.
With the CalHalfa program, there are income limitations,
Okay.
sales price limitations.
Okay.
Okay. And with CalHalfa, you do need a 640 credit score minimum.
I'm in LA, but was first time buyer, and the prices and all of that, I end up in Riverside
Yes.
or San Bernardino County.
Yes.
So there is a max loan amount as far as LA and Orange County, and there is a
Yes.
different loan amount for San
Absol-
Bernardino.
Absolutely so.
Okay.
Loan amounts in LA and Orange County are a lot higher
Okay.
than Riverside and San Bernardino counties.
What would you advise a buyer is not quite ready to do now, and they are needing to work on the credit so they can be ready? What would you advise as far as credit
The
and
first thing to do is to let us run your credit.
okay,
Let us see where it is now.
Okay.
Let us put you on a roadmap. If you're here, how do we get to here?
okay,
Okay, as far as your income, your credit, and also your credit scores, so that we can set up everyone up for success.
okay. All right, I think you answer a whole lot. So now I have an awesome understanding of what we need to do to get the client into their home.
Awesome.
Thank you so
You're
much.
very welcome,
for coming.
Darlene.
I appreciate it.
Very welcome. Have a good day.
You too.
Troy,
Sit down, buddy.
good to see you, man.
Good seeing you too.
Hey, super quick question.
Yes.
So all my buddies, everyone's graduated, but everyone's carrying a ton of student loan, and nobody thinks they can buy a house. What's like my soundbite? What am I telling them that they can do?
There's more people buying homes now with student loans than before.
Yeah.
So it is very possible.
All right, so they need to go see somebody like you because they might be able to restructure their loan or consolidate their loan, do something that would allow them to be able to buy a home.
You got it.
Awesome. So good to see you, man.
You're welcome, buddy.
I appreciate it, man.
Very welcome, buddy.
Good to see you.
You too.
Okay, you guys, let's go. Time for our team building. Let's go. Chop, chop.
Oh my gosh. Ay, ay, ay.
Okay, so the team building exercise is the human knot. And what is that basically gonna do is we gonna tie each other like this, okay, which
Okay.
I'll show you in 1 second. And then we're gonna be untie without letting go of each other and facing each other. And the whole purpose of this is being in real estate, there is so many issue comes up and we solve it, and it's still, even after we solve it, we are still one hand together. So we're gonna do this, okay? We're gonna hold each other's hand like this. So at the endness, we're gonna be
Looking like
like this.
All right.
Okay, so, okay.
how this works.
So here we go. So,
If I go like
go
this,
like that.
Okay.
Okay, hold on, and I go like that.
but we're
and then,
all-
okay, hold on. Well, we're good.
Yeah,
Now
yeah.
we're back to each other. So now,
If I
we're gonna go, Chris.
go
you're
back
gonna-
this way
Okay,
and
hold on.
hold on. I think
No,
if
Ness.
Okay, let me
Ness.
go.
Okay.
Oh, but your arm. Let me hit
No, twist.
Yeah.
Oh, damn!
It's a
That is not What a team! What a team! That's how it works. One hand, one thought, one effort, one client at a time, one dream at a time. Remember, our mantra is everyone deserves to own a home.
So the newest episode of A State of Grace is now live.
Watch it now. Watch it.
Oh my gosh. Oh, you guys. Oh, my stomach hurts.